have a relationship with us. So that relationship is called a transactional relationship. What that is called? A transactional relationship. Transactional relationship. So in every transactional relationship, everybody there can survive. Tenor survive. Everybody there can survive. So you want to survive, it's not a problem. Everybody can earn a living. Tenor earn a living. We always tell everybody, please, if you have food on your table, there's a cloth on your back, there's a roof over your head. There's no need to stop there and say, thank God, my own done better. At least I can eat food. I can do this, I can do that. Just start thinking about significance. Start thinking about succession. Start thinking about legacy. And the best way to do this is not just thinking, it's to take a step of it and connect with people that are really moving in the direction of your interest in life. We call them mastermind mentors. What do I call them? Anybody that have experience, the person must have some level of experience. He must be able to have some systems and structures to teach you some millionaire skills. They know millionaire skills. Millionaire skills are all learnable skills. You want to become a millionaire, you must learn these skills. Must. Problem-solving skills. What that is called? Problem-solving skills. Every entrepreneur is solving problem. Dangote is solving problem of cement, sugar, flour. Elon Musk is solving the problem of Tesla. He's solving the problem of electric cars. Of course, Bill Gates is solving the problem of Microsoft, how to kind of operating systems. Facebook is solving the problem of social media, connecting people all over the world. So you must solve a problem. Waking up in the morning and not expect to solve problems, find solutions, and wants to make money, okay, you must be joking. Number 2, leadership skill. Tell me leadership skill. Leadership skill is a learnable skill. Anybody can learn it. Number 3 is called people management skills. Number 4, emotional intelligence skills. Number 5, self-awareness skills. These are the skills you need to build people. Tell your people. This is a skill you need to build a team. Tell your team. This is a skill you need to build an organization. Like MTN, Glow, It is Salad, Monty Suite, What Bridge Hotel. A skill you need to build a community. Tell your community. Either a Christian community, a business community. A skill you need to build a business family. Tell your business family. So you can see this relationship is called significant relationship, or you call it a transformational relationship. What that is called? Transformational relationship. Transformational relationship. It's a relationship whereby your life will be transformed for good, and then you get your life transformed by connecting to a mentor, and you transform other people's life. You need a mentor. People you need are few. People that need you are many. So this is one of the best ways to earn a fortune. Tell no fortune. It's one of the best ways to earn residual income. Tell no residual income. So you can see there are 2 factors here. We have the factors happening outside of you, and those are the naira, the dollar, the sun, the moon. These are the factors you cannot control. Your pastor, your bishop, your governor, your councillor, your commissioner. These factors are called contributing factors. What that is called? There's a factor happening inside of you. It's called determining factors. What that is called? So contributing factors are not determining factors. Contributing factors can slow you down. They can delay you. They can facilitate your success. They can make you move faster, of course. But the factor that determines your success is embedded in you. And there are 2 factors inside everyone, a winner and a loser, a positive and a negative. So focus on the winner and the positive. Ignore the loser and the negative. Tell your neighbor, ignore the loser. Ignore the negative. Because each time you want to embark on anything, there's a voice that always tells you can't do it. And I will tell you can do it. So let the one that say you can be louder than the one that say you can't. So those positive factors embedded inside of us are the faith, courage to take action, discipline to follow a process, determination, commitment, discipline, vitality, fidelity. They are the factors that help men succeed. The factors that stop men from succeeding in life are the fear, the doubt, anger, bitterness, resentment, hatred. These are the factors that stop men from succeeding. So look at the whole diagram I just drew on the board this morning. You are the most important factor. Tell neighbor, I am the most important factor. Turn to your neighbor, tell neighbor, you are the most important factor. So since you are the most important factor, we'll start another series of training this morning. And the training is for you and I. Really? What? I did not share this. That is not good. What happened? Oh my God. I thought I shared this. This is not good at all. Okay, I did. Okay. So today's class will start on 4 pillars of wealth and with 2 principles. So we'll do that today. 4 pillars of wealth and with 2 principles. Okay? Okay. 4 pillars of wealth with 2 principles. Okay, so today will be part 1. part 1 of this class. So part 2 is tomorrow. There's a lot we have to learn today. So rules in the arena of wealth. So the subtopic is rules in the arena of wealth. Okay. So we have about 5 outlines we need to cover. Number 1, we'll be looking at the 4 pillars of wealth. So I have to look at the 4 pillars. The first thing we must do is to cover the 4 pillars of wealth with 2 principles. So the first thing, so you have to know it at the end of the class. Number 2, we're looking at 4 ladder of value creation. You have to look at it again. 4 ladder of value creation. We have been doing this, but we have to do a revision so that it can help us today. Then 3 primary places where value comes from. 3 primary places where value comes from. Where value comes from. Okay, number 4, we'll be looking at 3 things that create fulfillment. 3 things that create fulfillment. That creates fulfillment. Okay? And the last one, 3 arena to create practical wealth activity. Okay? 3 arena to create practical wealth activities. Wealth activities. So we'll be looking at this, and we have a lot of notes to take. A lot of notes to take. So don't be angry when you're taking notes, because for you to be transformed, you must participate in the process, because the wisdom to manage wealth is in the process. So if you dodge the process, you have dodged your transformational process of the process of being transformed. And remember, the purpose of the process is for you to maintain a result, is to sustain outcome, is to be transformed, is to become the ultimate, stronger, powerful version of yourself. So you can see that you must participate in this process. And then let me start from the first one before we start taking some level of notes. We have a lot of notes today. A lot of notes to cover. And it's good that you're part of this process, because study is a royal habit. If study is royalty, so it takes a king to study. So if you're not studying, that means you are not a king, because it takes a king to study. Please touch yourself, say, I'm a king.
I'm a king.
So you are a king, you are a royalty. So only royalty, only royal men study. Okay, so looking at it today, so let's start with the 4 pillars. 4 pillars of wealth. So I'll do like this: 4 pillars of wealth. So I will do it like this and do it like this. Same thing like saying 4 ladder of wealth creation. So it will help me a lot. Let me do the class like this so that we'll start taking notes. The first one is called mental wealth inventory. Mental wealth inventory. Second one is called verbal wealth inventory. Verbal wealth inventory. My 3 is called tribal wealth community. Tribal wealth community. And number 4 is called practical wealth activities. Practical wealth activities. Okay, so on the other side, we have the ladder like this. So we have a lot to draw, right? So the first one here is called let me use the blue marker here. The first is called the imaginators. The imaginators. The next one is called the communicators. The communicators. The next one is called the managers. Number 3 is called the managers. And number 4 here is called the implementers. Okay, so we have a lot to discuss here. Okay, so maybe we can do it like this. Maybe that will make more sense. You know, so that will make a lot of sense for us. So So we are ready to take notes now. Yeah, we are ready to take a lot of notes. So we can furthermore. Okay, perfect. So please, I want to be sure that we finish everything I wrote on the board. So if you are done, shall I? You are not done. Shall wait for me?
Wait for me.
Are you kidding me? Everybody shouting wait for me. Okay, so meet Mr. Victor. Okay, so if you are still writing, that means this is a ladder. Don't mind me. We have to draw a ladder there. That is a 4 ladder of wealth creation. Oh, value creation. Sorry, value creation, not wealth. Value. Please correct that. 4 ladder of value creation. Value creation. Value. Value. Maybe I should even change this one to 4 like this. 4 ladder of value creation. So 4 pillars of wealth and 4 ladder of value creation. Which one? This one, this one. Practical wealth activities. 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 So there are some activities you need to perform that will make you wealthy. So we discussed them today. And we discussed the things that you need to perform. There's a community you need to build that will make you wealthy. And there's a way you need to talk that will make you wealthy. There's a way you need to think that will make you wealthy. So we have to discuss all this, because if you start thinking like that, start talking like that, start behaving like that, you see that your results will change. So most of the results we want is because we have not built ourselves with the principles that guide this wealth. So we discussed 2 of the principles today, among others. So we discussed the principles alongside with the 4 pillars that holds anything, among other pillars. So we discussed 4 of them, which is what I just drew on the board. So if you are done drawing or writing, shall I? You are not done. Shall wait for me? Okay, so the pillar, the number of wait for me is slow now. So you can copy from your neighbor, but don't copy your neighbor's name. Copy is allowed. Just copy the right cards. That is just one of the things I can tell you, because we can't keep waiting for you. We have a lot to take. So before we go into the pillars, I would like to give some level, a bit of foundation, so that it will help us build something on top of it. So write this one on your note. To create wealth, we need to understand and be aware of what wealth is. To create wealth, we need to understand and be aware of what wealth is and how it works. So to create wealth, we need to understand and be aware of what wealth is. Let's say, comma, how it works, comma, the nature and the essence of wealth. Full stop. To create wealth, we need to understand and be aware of what wealth is, comma, how it works, comma, the nature and the essence of wealth. So to create wealth, we need to understand what wealth is. We need to understand and be aware. To create wealth, we need to understand and be aware what wealth is, comma, how it works, comma, the nature of wealth and the essence of wealth. So you must understand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To create wealth, we need to understand and be aware of what wealth is, comma, how it works, comma, the nature and the essence of wealth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. To create wealth, we need to understand and be aware what wealth is, how it works, the nature and the essence of wealth. So we need to understand these 4 things before you now say, okay, I want. Remember, the first law of wealth is called the law of awareness. This states that you can never desire what you are not aware of. So for you to say, I want a car, what kind of a car? Toyota, Mercedes, Rolls-Royce. So you must be aware how it is, how it looks like, what color, which year, which model, what's the alloy wheels. So you must know what you want. I want to be a medical doctor. You must be aware that you must write WAEC, you must write JAM, you must get admission. These are the semesters. There are many years you need, so you must be aware. So to create wealth, we need to understand and be aware of what wealth is, how it works, the nature and the essence of wealth. Full stop. If you are with me, shall I? Write this one now. Wealth is spiritual result. Wealth is spiritual. Wealth is spiritual. It's spiritual result. Bracket open. Value result. So wealth is spiritual. It's not something you see. It's something that's embedded in you. Then when I talk about wealth as a virtue. Wealth is a spiritual result. Bracket open, virtue that needs to be converted to value. So wealth is a virtue. Wealth is a spiritual result. Wealth is a spiritual result. Bracket open, virtue that needs to be converted into value in forms of product or services. Full stop. Wealth is a spiritual result. Bracket open, virtue that needs to be converted into value in forms of product or services. Full stop. The bracket closes. Full stop. So wealth is a spiritual result. Wealth is a spiritual result. Wealth is a spiritual result. Bracket open, a virtue that needs to be converted into value. Wealth is a virtue that needs to be converted into value in forms of product or services. Bracket closes. So wealth is a spiritual result. Wealth is a spiritual result. Bracket open, virtue that needs to be converted into value in forms of product or services. Full stop. So if I know that wealth is a virtue, so first and foremost, before I said I want wealth, as well, what are the virtues of wealth? Like we talk about kindness, love, peace, and vitality. These are the virtues of wealth. So wealth is God's concept. So it's not man's concept. So for us to say, I want wealth, you must be able to put yourself in the standpoint where God sees wealth and how God sees wealth. So God sees wealth as virtue, ten of virtue. So for us to create wealth, we must operate. Write this one down. For us to create wealth that we want, for us to create wealth, we must operate at the higher spiritual level. For us to create wealth, we must operate at the higher spiritual level of value. For us to create wealth, we must operate at the higher spiritual level of value. Bracket open, imagination. For us to create wealth, we must operate at the higher spiritual level of value. We must operate at the higher spiritual level of value creation. Bracket open, imagination. So for you to create wealth, you must operate, is a must. Underline the word must. Must operate at a higher spiritual level of value creation. Bracket open, imagination. So for you to create wealth, you must operate at the higher spiritual level of value creation, which is imagination. So you must be an imaginator for us to create wealth. So somebody that is not an imaginator will always be angry with somebody who is an imaginator because he doesn't understand. Somebody that is an implementer will always be angry. I'm working too hard, but my result is not to show for. But this man is not working hard. I see him every day. He's just dressing well. He's not even working as hard as I am, but he's the one making all the money because he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand that wealth is a spiritual thing. So for you to create this wealth, you must operate at a higher spiritual level of value creation, which is what? Imagination. If you are with me, shall I? Now write this one down. Wealth manifests and materialize. Wealth manifests and materialize in different forms, like wealth, relationship, character, credibility, competence. Wealth manifests and materialize. Wealth manifests and materialize in different forms, like having a health, quality relationship. That is quality, relational or quality relationships. Character. I say wealth manifests and materialize in different forms, like health, character, quality relationships, credibility, competence, cash, which is money, etc. So the only way you see wealth, it manifests and materializes in health, quality relationships, character, credibility, competence, cash. In terms of money, you see, no cash or money, anyone is fine. So wealth manifests and materializes in different forms, like health. It manifests in health. It manifests in quality relationships. It manifests in character, credibility, competence, cash or money. So if somebody sees somebody with money, cash, cars, luxury, so you say this person is wealthy. No, the person already wealthy before he manifests. Before the person attract those things to himself. Write this on your notes. It's not part of the club, but write it down. You attract who you are. You attract who you are. You attract who you are. So you attract who you have become. So you attract who you are. So you attract who you are. You attract who you are. So if you are wealthy, you attract wealth. You are poor, you attract poverty. Most of us are having poverty too because internally there's a conflict which I'm going to settle with you at the end of the class. So you are internally wealthy. So let me come back again. I said wealth manifests and materializes in different forms like health, quality relationship, character, credibility, competence, cash or money. And I say full stop, etc. Full stop. And I say you attract who you are. So I cannot be talking about wealth when I'm not first and foremost settle your imagination. When I'm not first and foremost settle how you think. When I'm not first and foremost settle the first and the highest level life rewards. Life does not reward effort, I keep saying. Life rewards the knowledge behind the effort. Maybe you have to repeat that again. Write on your note. Life rewards the knowledge behind the effort. Life rewards the knowledge behind the effort. Life rewards the knowledge and the thinking. Put it like that. Knowledge and thought behind the effort. More than the effort himself. Life rewards the knowledge and thought behind the effort. More than the effort himself. Life rewards the knowledge and effort. Knowledge and thinking behind the effort. Life rewards knowledge and thinking behind the effort. More than the effort himself. Life rewards knowledge and thinking behind the effort more than the effort himself. So people that don't understand how life rewards, they get angry at life. I'm working very hard physically, but I'm still broke and poor. Like people that push wheelbarrow in it and market, people that carry down go to cement from trailer to warehouse, people that drive keke, they don't understand why I'm working so hard, but things are not working for me. Things cannot work for you because you neglected the highest level of how life rewards, which is for you to use your mind. I'm going to come to these things. So if you refuse to use your mind, you are made covenant with poverty to struggle for life. Let me tell you what you need to understand. It's not part of my club, but let me just give it to you. I want you to understand this very, very well. So I think we need to, okay, so I want to show you something you need to understand. And it's going to help me and you. Okay? Yes. Very, very important. Okay? It says something, I think, I'm looking, okay, I've seen it. Proverbs 24 verse 4. Proverbs 24 verse 4. Proverbs 24 verse 4. It says something, it said, through knowledge, all the rooms are filled with precious and beautiful riches and treasures. By knowledge, not by knowledge. Not by effort. Not by effort. Oh, yeah. Not by struggling. Not by hustling. Did he say by knowledge? Yes. Maybe someone should read for me. Proverbs 24 verse 4. Proverbs 24. I need to understand certain things. That is not about working hard. Someone should read from any version. King James, NIV, I don't care, Good News, Amplify, any translation. 24 verse 4. What did he say? Okay, don't keep your own. Let me go for that one. Which translation? NIV. And I like that King James. Go for me. By the chamber, don't say by rooms. NIV should say by rooms, by knowledge. By what? Knowledge, not by effort. So when I understood that when knowledge, you cannot have knowledge and be broke. Sit down, God bless you. You cannot have knowledge. So if you're going to argue with me, it's not true. I say, okay, don't worry. I don't want to argue with you. Because people say money is not everything. See, money is not everything. But there's nothing important you can do in this life without money. Therefore, money is everything. No, I agree with you now. Money is not everything now, right? But nothing important, nothing significant you want to do in this life without money. You want to build a house, even to marry, you need money to marry. Even to eat, even to give birth in the hospital, you need money. Yes or yes? Even to wear shoes, even to wear clothes, you need money. See, you are telling me I don't need money. People are coming. Okay, the day that you come here, did you trade from your house and you trade and go back? You must spend money today. Money is not everything, I agree. But money, there's nothing important, nothing significant, nothing you can do in this life without money. Therefore, money is everything. So let's talk about what thing bring us come. I don't know what thing make me go that route. Let me start from the first pillar. Then the first pillar. So to make money in life, you must understand how life rewards. Life rewards people that operate here more than people that operate here. Life rewards more. So before you say, I want to make wealth, you need to go back home. Get a thinking chair. I've been shouting this thinking chair all over. Go to your house, get any chair at all. But in thinking chair, I mean any chair in your house, but you call it a thinking chair. Go to one corner in your house. Whether you go to one corner, keep it, they call thinking corner. What else is called? Thinking corner. And the only two materials you need in that corner is your diary, your journal. I don't mean paper. If you cannot buy journal, go and buy hardcover note. Hardcover. and a Bible. That's what you need. So as you sit there, you pick one area of your life. My relationship, how to be a good father, how to be a good mother, my finances, my investment, my this. So as you need to think how to be a good father, as you need to close your eyes, you need to imagine how to be. Anything enter your mind, write it there. In fact, if you do this in just 10 minutes, start from 5 minutes, I don't mind. Start from 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour. You write and write and write and write. Anything that enter your mind. Don't look whether the statement is correct or not. Just keep writing. That is your journal. Tell your journal. Okay, you are creating your life. Yes, you are a creator. Say, I'm a creator. Creators cannot create without imagination. All creators create by imagination. Tell imagination. God did not create anything he never saw in his mind. He said the earth was without void. The Spirit of the Lord was on the face of the deep. And of course, and the Spirit of moving, like incubating, imagining. The thing that came, he saw light in his imagination. So because he saw light, he now communicated. He said, let there be what? Light. And there was the next thing he says that he saw it was good. That means that thing he saw was what in his mind. So although your mind cannot conceive, your hand can never have it. So I cannot talk about wealth when you are still thinking poverty, you are still thinking lack, you are still thinking sorrow, the bitterness, anger. It cannot work. So the only way it can work is that you must, let me go to the first one, pillar number one. Pillar number one. So I don't know if I'm going to write it. Write pillar one. That is, how do I put it? Pillar one. The example there, I must create a wealth inventory. Pillar one is that I must create a mental wealth inventory. I'm going to give you some notes. Just write pillar number one. I already put it like this for you so that it will make my class and teaching easy. So pillar number one, I must create. Write on your note. I must create. I must create, or I am creating. So yeah, I am creating a mental wealth inventory. I'll give you some notes to write. I must create a mental wealth inventory. I must create a mental wealth inventory. Mental wealth inventory. You must document. You must document your thoughts. You must document your thinking. I don't know, I'm going to shout this. You can never be a wealthy man without not documenting your thoughts. If you don't document, how do you explain? I've been telling you, if you cannot modify what is not documented, and what you don't document overwhelms you. Because other thinking, what of you are not thinking is called worry. They're not worry. If you think without pen and paper, it's worry. They're not worry. Thinking must be on paper. Tell anyone about thinking must be on paper. No, write it on your note self. Thinking must be on paper. So that you now go back and write it. If a capital letter, you have a barrow, use a barrow to write it. Thinking must be on paper. You want to become wealthy, you learn to think on paper. The difference between a rich man and a poor man is knowledge. That's the difference between them. There's not a miracle here. Whether you are born again or not, the principles of wealth obeys to everybody. Whether you are Elon Musk, you don't believe in God. Whether you are born again, it's not a problem here. Born again makes you have eternal peace with your maker, with Jesus Christ. That's what gives you eternal life. But to survive in this earth, okay, you must know how to survive in this earth. You don't need to give excuses. That's why I don't like talking to poor people, because poor men are like China phone. They don't obey instructions. What did I say? Poor men are like China phone. They don't obey instructions. No. Touch yourself. Say, I'm a success. I'm a success. Say, I'm wealthy. I'm wealthy. But I'm not talking. No poor man is in my class. I know they can know. I know now. Poor man, they don't withstand knowledge. They will run away since. They don't like knowledge at all. They hate it. So I must create what? Mental wealth inventory. Let me give you some note to write. Write this one down. To create wealth or manifest wealth, in my experience, to create wealth or manifest wealth, in my experience or physically, I must first create it in my expectations, bracket up imagination. To create wealth or manifest wealth, in my experience, in my life, physically, I must create it in my expectations. Underline the word expectations, bracket open imagination. To create wealth or manifest wealth, in my experience, in my life, physically, I must create wealth in my imaginations, in my expectations. So to create wealth or manifest wealth, physically, in my experience, in my life, I must first create wealth in my expectations, bracket open imaginations. So to create wealth or manifest wealth physically, in my experience, in my life, I must first create wealth in my expectations or imaginations. So any of them is fine. So you can never experience wealth physically when you are not first wealthy in your mind. So to create wealth or manifest wealth physically, or in my experience or in my life, I must first create wealth in my expectations or imaginations. Equally, to create lack in my experience, I must create lack in my expectations. So to create lack in my experience, I must create lack in my expectations. So what makes a wealthy man wealthy is that he expected to be wealthy. As an entrepreneur, as you are going out today to go and execute businesses, as an investor, you must think and you must believe that you are a wealthy man. If you think you believe you are poor, okay, there's nothing anybody can do for you. Because expectation is a superpower. Tell your neighbor, imagination is more powerful than fact. Write it on your note. Imagination is more powerful than fact. Imagination is more powerful than fact. Imagination. That means imagination, call it expectations. Your expectations is more powerful than fact. What you expect is more powerful than whatever anybody is talking to you. Imagination, bracket open expectation, is more powerful, more important than fact. So it's not about fact. What are you expecting? So that will lead me to principle one, because we're going to be doing the class like that. I told you about two principles. So I'm going to be, as I'm talking, that I have to draw everything like this, so that by the time we finish this class, you go back home and sit down and start thinking about your life. We have never think about our life. You've not decided for yourself. If you don't decide for yourself, people are going to decide for you. Your government will decide for you. Your boss will decide for you. The society will decide for you. Tell your neighbor. If you don't decide for yourself, government will decide for you. Society will decide for you. Your neighbor will decide for you. KK man will decide for you. Poor man will decide for you. So you must decide. Tell us, sit down and decide. Decide how many children do you want to have. Don't go and tell me it's God that gives children, and every year your wife is giving birth to a child. Now you don't born 9, poverty. How you want to train the 9 children in this economy? But I say no, so let me sleep with your wife every night. That's why I say become rich and wealthy, because when you're rich and wealthy, your mind will occupy with quality things. You know, think about this thing too much. But poor man, they think anything. Now why they think woman? But a woman, what's your wrong? But women, there are plenty of children. They don't have money to take care of them. There's God that gives children. That's how to decide how many children do you want to have. Decide how much you want to make in this month of September. Then I'll decide. Decide your spiritual life. Decide your mental life. Decide your physical life. Decide your economic. You must have personal economy. It's not personal economy. Our individual economy gives birth to a global economy. So Nigerian economy. So let me get the principle one. So leave this one like this. We'll come back to this class. We are going to talk about this in the next few days from now. So principle one on the journey, on the realm of creating wealth. Principle one state that, write that principle one. Principle. Because we're going to have 4 pillars, 2 principles on this journey, and 4 ladder of value creation. This is what we're discussing. So I can connect this not to connect the dots for you. Principle one state, write that your wealth level will be determined. Your wealth level will be determined by the level of your spirituality. By the level of your spirituality. Your wealth level will be determined by the level of your spirituality, of value creation you are working on when you are working. Full stop. Your wealth level will be determined by the level of your spirituality, of the value creation you are working on. Your wealth level will be determined by the level of your spirituality, by the level of your spirituality, of the value creation, of the level of your spirituality to form. Is a culture I want you to form. Thinking is the hardest habit and culture poor men don't want to do. So go back home every night. Start with 10 minutes. Don't tell me I'm busy. You cannot be too busy not to think about your life. You cannot be too busy not to think about your finances. You cannot be too busy not to think about your life. In fact, let me tell you something. Let me understand. If you don't think about your business, if you fail in business, it will be difficult to run a family. Because the Bible even told you that you should focus on your business to build a good family. Okay, let me show it to you. Maybe you didn't understand. Some of you don't read the Bible very well, right? I'm not a pastor. Tell your neighbor. My church is enough. You are not talking to me. Tell your neighbor. Your church is enough. Let me show you in case you don't understand. Open your Bible to the book of Proverbs 24, verse 27. Proverbs 24, verse 27. Proverbs 24, verse 27. It says, prepare and build your outside work. Make it fit for yourself in the field. Afterwards, build your home. Build your what? Home. If you don't build business, you don't have resources to take care of the home. So you must build business to have resources to take care of the home. Living business and running to take care of the home is still a failure because they don't resources to take care of it. You both fail. So you must build business. Make it fit. Make it fit. Put structure and strategy. Because without structure, there is no future. Yes or yes? Yes. If you succeed in business, your life will succeed in home. Because you have resources to take care of the home. Yes or yes? Yes. A man that cannot take care of the home is worse than an infidel, worse than an unbeliever. So you must focus on your business. Maybe somebody should read for me. King James, I like that beautiful lady at the back. Or anybody. 24 by 27. I say what? Mm-hmm. No, I missed it. Is it Proverbs 24 by 27?
Yes, prepare thy work with
Prepare thy work outside.
And make it fit for thyself.
Make it strong. Make it fit for thyself. In the field.
And
afterwards,
build thy house.
You're not talking to me. After, write on your note. Business take care of family. Write on your note. Business take care of family. 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 Do you know why business take care of family? Write on your note. Life is designed for you to stand on your feet. Life is designed for you to stand on your feet. It is called independence. Life is designed for you to stand on your feet. It's called independence. Nobody will stand for you. Nobody is standing for you. Life is designed for everybody to stand on their feet. You cannot come and stand my stand. You will stand your own stand. I stand my own stand. Yes or yes? You are angry with me right now. I say life is designed for you to stand on your feet. In fact, the way you guys are looking at me, you see why you're angry with me this Monday morning. No. Turn to your neighbor now. Tell your neighbor. Life is designed for you. For you to stand on this your feet. So it's not a bad thing. Me pushing you to be on your feet. Stand up first and say, okay, you're hating me. Okay, we'll come and stand for you. It's not for you to push you to stand on your feet, it's called discipline. You know, discipline. So you must stand your stand. You must stand your stand. Anybody want to stand their stand, they complain. Nobody's helping me. Okay? Let me tell you some good news. Nobody's coming to help you. So better stand on your feet and be serious with yourself. Nobody, that is a good news. They're not good news. Nobody's coming to help you. Tell neighbor, wake up. The neighbor is not your mentor. You must stand on your feet. So, understanding that life rewards you at the level of the spiritual level you are operating in when you are walking. I get it now. So life rewards imagination. Tell imagination more in this life than implementing. So for you to say, I want to be wealthy, you must sit down. It's a principle because it's the glory of God to conceal a thing, honor of a king to search. So as a king, you must conceal knowledge. Foolish man talking out, still reserve knowledge. So for you to do this, you must be a thinker. You are part of the thinking class. You must be thinking like God. You must act like your creator because you too are a creator. So I said something. I think we need to write again on your note. Write on your note. Wealth is a result of creating value. Wealth is a result of creating value out of your virtues embedded in you. Wealth is a result of creating value, bracket open, product or services. Wealth is a result of creating value in bracket in product or services, bracket closes. From your virtue. Wealth is the result of creating value, bracket open, product or services, bracket closes. From your virtue of kindness, love, peace, vitality, fidelity. So if you don't want to create value, forget about wealth. Forget about it. I don't know how to say this. That's why somebody cannot be wealthy because they don't want to create value. Wealth is a result of creating value, bracket open, product or services, bracket closes. From your virtue, from the virtue embedded in you, 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 from the virtue embedded like love, peace, kindness, vitality, fidelity, example of virtues. So for you to love human being, you must contribute. You must create something to solve problems, to find solutions. So wealth is a result of creating value. So whenever I say, man, I say I want to be wealthy. Okay, what value are you creating? Say, by God's grace. Tell your neighbor, by God's grace is not a strategy. Your neighbor did not hear that very well. Tell your neighbor, by God's grace is not a strategy. But some are very funny. Your pastor fasted and prayed, and yesterday he preached for you. He said, receive in Jesus' name. You receive it, but you are not competent to manifest that thing you receive. It will okay. So you must be competent to manifest that thing you receive. He said, receive contract. Now you're in the midst of discussing contract, $50 billion, and you are incompetent to put a business proposal. You don't go work. How this God they hate me? No, you need to be competent. So wealth is a result of creating value. So when I want to become wealthy, you must think about product or services. Product or services from the point of kindness, love, vitality, something something that comes from you. You know, society has made you believe that nothing good can come out of you. That's why you forget about yourself and begin to look at outside. No, there's something embedded in you that the world is waiting for. The endless expectation of the creatures are waiting for you and I to manifest. You must manifest that thing. It's called self-development. Development means to de-envelope. You must bring from the inside to open it like an envelope for the world to see. That is where your virtue is. That is where your value is embedded. Write it down on your note. Value is anything that is useful to someone else other than you. Value is anything that is useful to someone else other than you. Value is anything, product or services. Value is anything that is useful to someone else other than you. Value is anything that is useful to someone else other than you. We are still in pillar 1. We are not going to pillar 2 yet. Can you imagine where we are coming from? Value is anything that is useful to someone else other than you. When I say create value, I say create product or say that useful to someone else other than you. Some of us are very funny. When you produce something that you spend time, energy to do, you think that because I spend time, energy to do, that is valuable. No. I'm going to tell you where value comes from. When we come here, three primary places where value comes from, so that as you go out even to produce something, produce from that point. People are going to buy. So it's not about working hard. It's about understanding the knowledge where things come from. And from there, people will buy more. You can do the same thing. Somebody buying from you because you are not produced from the point of knowledge. You are produced from the point of effort alone, and it's very, very struggling. Because at the end of the day, you wasted time, you wasted energy, you wasted resources, and you come with little or no result. And it's very frustrating to pass through life without knowledge. So I said that value can be product or services that provide solutions or solve problems. Okay, we should write it down because I want you to write it down. When you write it down, your hand is involved, your eye is involved, your brain involved. It's a royal habit to write things down. Write it down. Value could be product or services. Repeat it 100 times. Value could be product or services that provide solution or solves a problem. Value could be product or services. Value could be product or services that provide solution or solves problem. Value could be product or services. Value could be product or services that provide solutions or solve problems. Value could be product or services that provide solutions or solve problems. Value could be product or services that provide solutions or solve problems. Value could be product or services that provide solutions or solve problems. That is why wealth is the exchange of value. Write it down. Wealth is the exchange of value. Wealth is the exchange of value. Wealth is the exchange of value. So you must exchange something. You must exchange something. Ask your neighbor, what is in your hand?
What is in your hand?
That you can exchange for money.
That you can exchange for money.
And this in Tinubu is not our problem. Most of us don't have anything at all. You don't have any skill, no competence, no nothing. And you want to be wealthy. No knowledge, no nothing. You want to be wealthy. And you know, the funny thing about Africa, sometimes it gets me tired, is that they will get mine. Go meet God with nothing, Come to tell God, it's because of this thing. Life is not working for me. Okay? See, God is not this emotional gra-gra. God is a God of principle. He has put things in place. There's a time to sow, there's a time to reap. Yes or yes? God is not gravity. God put it now. It's not me that put it. Gravity is God now. Yes or yes? Gravity is God. So why do you want God to break his rules? Okay, if God breaks the rules for you, it's called miracle. Tell no miracle. It doesn't mean that there's a standard of God for you. There's a time to sow, there's a time to reap. The seasons, rain season, dry season. These things is very funny. So for you to say, I want to be wealthy, you must understand your ability to create wealth is going to be direct proportion to the value you create for someone else other than you. Maybe we should write it again. Your ability, say my ability. Write it. My ability to create wealth. My ability to create wealth is going to be in direct proportion. My ability to create wealth that you want to, my ability to create wealth is going to be in direct proportion to the value I create for someone else other than myself. My ability to create wealth, my ability to be wealthy is going to be in direct proportion. Is going to be in direct proportion to the value I create for someone else other than me, other than myself. My ability to say I want to be wealthy is going to be in direct proportion. Is going to be in direct proportion of the value I create for someone else other than me. My ability to create wealth, my ability to say I want to be wealthy is going to be in direct proportion. Is going to be in direct proportion to create value, product or service for someone else other than me. Now, why is Dangote so rich and wealthy? He's created cement for everybody in this country and West African countries that is operating. Mark Zuckerberg is wealthy because he has a Facebook social media platform that's going to affect everybody. So the more people that use his product or services, the more money he makes. Bill Gates, the same thing. So you cannot be wealthy when you don't have product or services that will serve a lot of people. So if you pray from now to tomorrow, it will not work. So you're angry with me. And why angry with me? It's not me that is the problem. The problem now is that you are refused to use your mind to see beyond your nose. So because you cannot see beyond your nose, physically cannot be act beyond your nose. So you must use your mind to see the whole world. Because when I finish with you in this class, you will now understand that there is no limitation in life. The only limitation is the mind. Then mindset. Poverty is a mindset. Wealth is a mindset. Poverty is a result of mindset. Wealth is a result of mindset. So anyone want to think about it. If you think you can become wealthy, okay, you are correct. If you think you cannot, you are still correct. Whatever you think, you are correct. So please, I want to expand your mind beyond your nose, beyond your environment, beyond where you came from. That is not who you are. That who you are is only dependent on the level you can think. Everything that pertains to life and God has been made available. So now, how can you get value that we are giving to you right now? How can you get 6 people to teach them, 10 people to teach them? How can you get systems so you cannot teach the whole world? Can I get 6 people to mentor so they can mentor 6? They can mentor 6. So at the end of the day, all of us create value at different levels and become wealthy at different levels. And money can work for you. Money must work for you. Say amen.
Amen.
When we pray finish, faith without work is there. When we pray finish, come back tomorrow and take notes. Then I'll take notes.
Take note.
Because you need to reprogram some beliefs that is not empowering you. You need to reprogram some beliefs, some things you held that is not adding to your life, some things that are liability. You need to format your mind. You need to format your mind because your mindset does not support wealth. If you like, let us give 1 million naira. Let you 10 million naira. In the next 6 years, the money will finish. If you like, let Tinubu make you commissioner. And that's over the weekend or so. I went to 1,000 to go and we went to go and eat at one of the biggest kitchen of dining. So we're eating. Somebody said that's a former commissioner. Former commissioner is not living up to 4 years. Commissioner is broke. He has sold his car, sold everything. Waka like the person will not get sense. Former commissioner, because no matter what you do to a poor man mentally, okay, once you leave him, he's going to go back. In my village, there are so many councillors, so many local children that bicycle they no get. They will sold everything film. Because why? They hand over a wealth to someone who is still a child. Say no child. He doesn't want to take responsibility. He doesn't no training, no information. What makes a son is training. Say no training. And responsibility. So you don't have the responsibility to become wealthy. You don't understand on your feet. You are joking. You don't want to create value for someone else. Don't forget about it. You want to become wealthy, you must create value in forms of product or services that will meet someone's need. And more people that can serve, the more money you make. The less we can serve, the less money you make. And that's why you see, those people that always serve fewer people, they make few money. So let me stop here. Okay, let me see where I can write something here. So many people believe that I'm working hard. Let me just leave it tomorrow. Tell not tomorrow. Because that will lead me to another thing right now. So the class is 1 hour, 8 to 9. So I wish I can have 5 hours to sit all of you down for 5 hours and do what we did in Abuja. We took them to Abuja. We kept the leaders from morning till night. They don't even know that night is not reach. Where they were sitting, of course, at my time. No, where was it? No, where we did have that class? Bell's Castle Hotel. We get them from morning. They serve them breakfast. They not breakfast. They serve them afternoon food. Of course, lunch. They not lunch. They serve them dinner. They not dinner. From we put AC, power pack the room, AC blow their head. We invest knowledge. They don't know say night don't reach from morning till night. I say they suspend natural laws. People no worry anymore. We no worry. Everybody, your brain must be taught. Your brain must be liberated. For you to finally liberate a man from all this, for a man to enjoy independence and freedom everywhere, the man will be mentally liberated. So I wish I have that kind of time. But one of these days, I'll just go to one of these hotels in New York, pay for all night program. You know, all night. Pack all of you there. Carry soap and sponge. Wash your brain. Wash poverty come out. Somebody said the brain wash you. Okay. If car did you know they wash car? If clothes did you know they wash your clothes? Okay. If that brain, if they go wash and make you succeed, it's not better they wash it. Make them wash and well. If they go that wash will make you travel. Buy car. Make me wash and well now. Carry hypo. Carry bleach. Box am. Carry detergent. Carry everything inside. Make your brain sharp. They're not sharp. So that you can succeed. So today, I want to encourage you. Please, online community, don't get involved in a business without a mentor. You know why? Mentorship is a legal shortcut to success. He that stands on the shoulder of mentor will see far. See you tomorrow. See you at the top. God bless you really good. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week and happy new month. So for the rest of us here, I want to really, really appreciate everyone for making